Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me today for a That Good Sante cream cheese box rummage. I've done one of these on the channel before, but this is kind of my higher end cheese box that has some singles that I've picked up, not just on ComC, but also eBay. Probably anywhere from a $1 card to maybe a $100 card. Not too many of those, but kind of mid-range cards, some pretty interesting stuff. Mostly baseball and hockey, but probably some other stuff mixed in as well. So as is usually the case, we're going to flip the camera around, get this thing situated on the desk, and pull cards for maybe 10 minutes or so and see what comes out of the box. So stay tuned. All right, here is the good Sante cream cheese box in front of us. Just going to get to picking here. No rhyme or reason to this. Let's just kind of start around the middle. And wow, pulled out very big card to lead off here. Mentioned there were a couple of cards that were maybe close to $100 in the box, and just so happened to get one immediately. This is a Connor McDavid Upper Deck Exclusives card from the 2018-19 Upper Deck release. My favorite parallel, always numbered to 100. You can see in the lower right here, this is copy 13 of 100, lucky 13. Got the gold foil Oilers logo on this exclusives, and of course the red banner. Total sucker for these. McDavid is the best player on the planet. If you had any doubt about that, heading into the NHL season that just, maybe by the time this airs, just wrapped up, I think he's probably put that doubt to bed by once again just besting all of his competitors and even teammates in terms of the offensive output that he's been able to generate. He just had a season for the ages. I'll probably do a separate episode on it. So for today, we'll just leave it at that. But beautiful card. And this is actually, believe it or not, this is a duplicate. I picked up a PSA 8 version of this card a long while back. Showed it in one of the early videos here on the channel. And ran across that ungraded copy recently. And it was just priced too cheaply for a McDavid to 100 to leave out there. So picked up a second copy of that. Moving on here, we've got so apparently, I kind of lied in the outset. This is just going to be the day of pretty big, significant pickups. Here's one from the baseball front. This is just a gorgeous Ken Griffey Jr. I haven't talked a whole lot about this set yet, but this is from Topps Chrome Gilded. And I think the only other card I've shown is maybe the Satchel Paige that I picked up, numbered to 50. But I did go after the Griffey because I wanted to get some of the retired guys from this release. I really see the promise in this set and kind of the coolness factor of it. I love the look of the cards. I don't have any overhead light on right now. I've got a lot of natural light in here at the moment, but even still, you can just see these are almost or somewhat similar to the Cognac Diamond Anniversary parallels from 2011 that I adore. This Griffey, like the Satchel Paige that I showed a few weeks back, is the numbered out of 50 version. So pretty awesome Ken Griffey Jr. card there. I love the kid. As someone who is a child collector in the 90s, he was the man. And so I've always enjoyed Griffey cards, but I don't, get into the pool with the Griffey collectors, so to speak, all that often, just because he is insanely collected by some hardcore people that have a lot of money to throw at his cardboard. He's, to me, he's one of the names on the hobby Mount Rushmore. Not the game Mount Rushmore, but the hobby Mount Rushmore. He is one of the four faces that I would put on there. Just an absolute titan of the hobby. And this is definitely my lowest serial numbered Ken Griffey Jr. card by far. It was not cheap. I got it in a lot. But these have been a big distraction for me over the first couple of months of the year, and probably the primary reason that I'm not further along on my 50 for 2023 project, because I did just absolutely fall in love with Topps Chrome Gilded and kind of went down the rabbit hole there. So that's a card that I will likely in the future send to PSA in a submission. I would love to get that graded. But for now, there you have it. So two insane cards to start us off there. Next up, how about a Xander Bogaerts? This guy is off to a red hot start, pun intended, to his career with the Padres. on the West Coast. Love to see him having that success in that lineup. Just came tearing out of the gate. And I've definitely seen a little bit of an increase in the popularity of his cards, and even heard from a collecting buddy or two of mine that they're probably going to get into Bogaerts now. So I think that exposure, I mean, he was in a big market before, but I think people in New England, certainly myself, already have an appreciation for what he brings to the game and what kind of a player he is. And it's kind of cool that the opposite coast is getting to see him in action for one of their teams. And just love to see Xander doing well. So this is the chrome red refractor from 2021 Topps Heritage on that 72 Topps design, numbered out of 372. I've actually shown the Shohei Ohtani from this chrome red release in 2021. I have that graded, but picked this Bogaerts up for dirt cheap. And this is destined for the Xander Z Folio, getting it one step closer to being finished, and getting me one step closer to being able to film a video about it. So that's awesome. Next up, here's a hockey card. And this is one that was a direct result or just another example of friendship in the hobby making your collection better. So my buddy Brian at Walkenbach here on YouTube, who I've been friends with for a couple of years now, he sent me the link to this listing for this Sylvain Turgeon on-card auto out of Upper Deck Chronology. Look at the foil work around the border of this card, just very intricate. As I said, on-card autograph. The signature leaves a little bit to be desired, but there's nothing you can do about that. That's on the athlete. But I love any opportunity that I get to add a new Hartford Whalers card to my collection. This was listed at like $6 or $7, buy it now, but it did have best offer. So I threw out an offer for $5, and that was accepted. So there's my latest Hartford Whalers autograph, and tip of the cap to you, Brian, for the heads up on that one. Let's go back towards the middle of the box here. And here's a cool one. This is a buyback card. I've talked about these kind of ad nauseum here on the channel, but I am working, as I've said before, on a 1990 Topps baseball set done entirely in buyback form. So this Eric Davis All-Star card will be a welcome addition to that binder in slot number 402. This is definitely from the era when, Davis was a beast in the game and someone who collectors really gravitated towards in the late 80s, early 90s. So kind of a cool sign of the times card there. And those All-Star cards are not the easiest ones to find in buyback form. So I'm really glad to capture that one for my project, get that in hand. Let's do another one here. So second Xander of today's video, and wow, a lot of reflection in there. Hello, everybody. But this is a parallel that I've talked about many times. Let me see if I can kind of get this tilted so it's bearable. From Topps Stadium Club, this is the chrome gold minted parallel, and they're very easy to spot because they're gold in color. These have existed for, I think, 5, maybe 6 years now, something like that. And they are case hits. So you only get one of these per case. And in most seasons, there are 90 subjects on the checklist. So with perfect collation, you'd have to open about 90 cases of Topps Stadium Club to find any one player's gold minted parallel. So just a cool Xander here. Kind of a sneaky rare card. They're not serial numbered. So if you don't know and you ran across one of these, you may not really understand just how scarce it is, but very cool card. And this was dirt cheap. I remember buying this for around $10. So that is another card that'll be destined for the Xander Z after I film this episode today. Let's keep cranking through here. How about another baseball card? So I've done a couple episodes recently where I talked about or showed some Topps Chrome Sapphire soccer cards of Kylian Mbappe and Leo Messi. And I mentioned in those episodes that the 2021 release just had like some extra pop to it. And it does seem like that's the case on the baseball side as well. Check out this Juan Soto. Just awesome. It's been a minute since I've shown one, but I'm just a huge fan for the Sapphire line in general. Didn't buy very much Juan Soto this past offseason, to be honest. I really focused on Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. So this is a card I think I actually picked up about 1.5 years ago, maybe longer. And it's just been sitting in the box waiting to get put into the collection and shown here on video. So not a crazy valuable card or anything. This is Probably a $15 card if I had to guess, maybe somewhere around there, but just a sucker for these. So I'll always look for opportunities to pick up the players that I enjoy, the Trouts, Sotos, Betts, Bogaerts, those type of guys. If I can find their sapphire at a good price, I will scoop it up. So another nice baseball card there. And let's do at least one more here. So here's a cool one. Another Connor McDavid, the second one of today's episode. And look at the action on this Scoring Kings insert. What I love about this one is the obvious tie to like the iconic Michael Jordan Scoring Kings card from the 90s with the same kind of lightning motif. So this is a really sneaky card in my opinion. It's from Fleer Showcase in 2016. You can see on the back right here, 2016-17 Fleer Showcase. So this is an insert, and it's a second-year McDavid card. So his rookies came in 2015. This is a 2016. And just like, to me, in the same vein that the Jordan Scoring Kings is so popular because he was just a king and a titan of his sport, and he just put up tremendous scoring numbers, that's the case for McDavid as well. We talked about it at the outset of the episode here. So I think this is a special card for that reason. And for quite a while, I was able to scoop up a few of these for like $5 or certainly under 10. I don't think it's not a rare card. It's not even a scarce card. There's plenty of these out there, but I don't think there are a million of them like there are a lot of other base cards and things. And especially this was a somewhat of a higher end, mid-tier to higher end set. And I have definitely seen the price on this start to climb. So I'm really glad that I have another McDavid here in the box. Alex Ovechkin is also on the checklist for this insert set, and so is Wayne Gretzky. So I'd love to get all three of those at some point. In fact, I think I may already have all three of those just kind of waiting to get folded and organized into the collection. Let's do one more card here before we call it a day. And whoa, lost the Griffey. Let's get that corrected. Final card is another big one, and we're going to close out on this. I've shown a few of these over time, but I'm a total sucker for the Topps Black Parallel. Over 20 years now of lineage with very low serial numbering. I think they're kind of sneaky, cool cards if you love parallels, which I do. And so I found this Rafi Devers. This is a second-year Devers card, so kind of fitting that it comes right after the second-year McDavid from 2019 Topps, the year after his rookie, and it is the black, numbered, as you can see here, out of 67 on the back. And of course, the numbering each year for black goes up incrementally by one, just like it does for Topps Gold, but obviously at a much lower print run. So it's just numbered to 67. Great second-year Devers. This is a card that, just because I'm a big Devers fan and I have a decent amount of his rookies already, I have expanded out into this second year and tried to kind of grab a few different versions of this paper card and the Topps Chrome as well. So there's a really sneaky Devers to end it. Another player that I'm looking forward to watching this season. Nice smattering today of 100% just baseball and hockey. Nothing else came out of the box, which is not surprising. I do think that's the majority of the content that is in this good cream cheese box. But that's going to be a wrap for today. Definitely saw a couple monsters in this episode. Really appreciate you sticking it out. Would love to hear from you in the comments in terms of anything that caught your eye or what your favorite card might have been. And I'll certainly be back in the very near future with some more sports card content. Till then, take care and enjoy the hobby, everyone.